or
This
we need to
conference
do
will
the
now be recorded.
in both of the cases, this integration part, CIG will play a vital role. Okay, whenever the CIG will come in picture, what are the most important things over there is nothing but the transactional tracker. As a functional consultant, what we need to do is we have to look into the transactional tracker. And once we have gone through the transactional tracker, then we can be able to see over there the different types of the activities. Means whatever failed transactions are there, that we can be able to administer and we can be able to see in the transactional tracker tab. Okay, once the transactional tracker had been seen, what will happen is, in case of this CIG integration part, different kind of the transactions, either it is the master data transactions or it could be the transactional data transactions, all we can be able to see via SAP CIG option itself. So whenever we will be looking into the CIG part, that point of time, in case of the CIG system, what all activities to be performed and how those activity needs to be added, we can be able to check out over there. So in simple words, what we will be doing is, in the CIG, that is Cloud Integration Gateway, it is a seamless integration. First thing. Second thing, whenever we will be carrying out the integration via CIG portal, what we used to do is, we can be able to see the required data, we can be able to establish the connection with the third party, and we can be able to perform end-to-end transactions. Okay, so what all those end-to-end transaction constitutes is nothing but the purchase requisition, quote request, RFQ. Okay, so all these things we can be able to see via the CIG portal. So when we used to talk about in this integration, all of those activities would play a vital role. So either it could be the master data integration or it could be the transactional data integration. The same thing will happen. So in the integration manager, the three things are very important. First one is the cloud integration gateway. Okay. Second one is the, what is the first thing? First thing is nothing but the cloud integration gateway. Second thing is nothing but the integration toolkit. So we do have a funny, you have a presentation, right? Just assign it to me. Subbu, are you there?
Presentation.
Do you have the presentation rights?
No, Amit. No.
Okay, Subbu, just a minute. Okay.
can we get this AR710 document?
Me now properly?
Huh?
You can
Sorry.
hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you, but this AR710 document, we are not having this document.
AR, which one? AR triple one?
No, no,
AR.
710 cloud integration.
Okay, okay. I will forward it.
Uh,
I
okay,
think it would have been there. If not, I will forward it. No worries.
okay.
Okay, fine. Okay. So in the administration part, if I will go to the manage and administration, what are the important things in the site manager? So in the site manager, what we do is the most important thing in the site manager is the data import export. So this is being used for looking into the data. This is the only important thing. And user sessions. Okay, so what does exactly this user session means to be? So like most of the people are using the activities, or they are doing some things. So that point of time, what all activities has been done, which sessions they are open on. So if you want to check this, we will use this user session, but it is not mandatory to go through this. Then audit log. In the audit log, what you can see is whoever has done what all activities have been performed. Right? Like which IP address. In the SAP, if you want to find out something, it would be very easy, like what all activities has been carried out. So in the Ariba as well, the same thing happens. So over here in this audit log, you can be able to see, you can see over here, found more than 10,000 objects. Context object exception occurred, RFX query encountered. Is it important for you as a functional consultant, if any error has came, or if you want, as a security consultant, if you want to see how the things are moving up, you want to check that part. Okay, that point of time, yes, this is important. Okay, but except that, do we have any importance out of this? No. So it is just we will be showing search the database log to monitor user login activities and actions performed using Ariba administrator. So whatever activities being done by the users, so if you want to check what all users have performed, what all activities, we can be able to see it over here. Except this, nothing else. So as a functional consultant, do we have any importance to go to the site manager audit log? No, because see what it is giving is you are just able to understand how exactly the specific exception has been occurred, what all activities has been done, okay, what all things has been carried out. So all that stuff you can be able to see. These are nothing but the audit logs. So we have the audit logs which we can be able to see over here in the site manager tab. In the integration manager, what we can see is different kind of an integration methodologies. Okay, how the integration happens, what are the different types of an integration, master data integration, transactional data integration, all those things we can be able to see via this integration manager. As a functional consultant, as a Ariba consultant, what are the expected activities you are supposed to perform over here in the integration consultant? So ITK, as I said you yesterday, there are different types of an integration methodologies, but which one we uses? So we uses the cloud integration gateway, and this is the most trending one in the current scenario. CIG, that is nothing but the cloud integration gateway. Okay, via CIG what we can do is we can be able to perform all the end-to-end integration activities, and we can be able to check the integration related configurations. So over here in this space, for the functional people, the important thing is the cloud integration gateway. Are we supposed to do any configurations in this case? So in the CIG, no configurations will be required. And as a functional consultant, like connectivity configurations and all, those things are not supposed to be carried out by us. Okay. Then the next is what? User manager. User manager, yes. There are a lot of things which we have to do in the user manager. Okay, in case of an user manager, you can be able to create the users, you can assign the users. Yeah, and this activity is completely owned by you people only. So I told you like what groups to assign, how to assign the groups. So this is owned by you. So this activity you have to do. Now customization manager. Okay, so what exactly does this means? So this means that now this is an important one. Depending upon your configuration, work with the brands and customize the user interface. So you have to customize this user interface. So you can see at the different places the different kind of an logos you can be able to see. Customization of an user interface, text, view, add, modify, delete, commodity codes, commodity code mapping, and import and export of the data. Okay, so all those things we can be able to do via customization manager. It means that customization of the specific site we can be able to perform via this. So mainly what things we can be able to carry via this? So we have three things. First one is the branding settings. Branding setting means what? How my Ariba spend management system should look like. So now if I'm clicking over here, you can see that here it shows me HCIL Ariba spend management. But in general, it is not there. S1 Ariba spend management or Ariba spend management, like this it is there. But over here, if you will see this, the text I will be adding in this space, and the same text we will be able to see over there. Customize the user interface text, view, create, publish, edit, and deletion of the brands. So this is one thing. Browser title. So if you want to change the browser title, okay, instead of HCIL Ariba spend, ideally this is what you are supposed to do. Now instead of HCIL Ariba spend management system, if I want to make it as a Ariba spend management system, see over here, you can be able to make it. Why this is required? So just to maintain the brand settings. Okay, so just to maintain the brand settings, we will be using this HCIL Ariba spend management system. As a functional consultant or as a Ariba upstream consultant, or take it as a downstream consultant, you are the person who will be carrying out this activity. So if you are working as a functional consultant, so no one will tell you where to do this. So this is important to known by you people itself. So addition of this browser title will be carried out by you. So this is one of the implementation activity. So at the time of an implementation, we will add this data, and automatically once we have added this data, this will get work out. Okay. Next thing is what? Just take an example, supplier welcome message. So whenever the supplier is logging into his space, so this is nothing but the supplier's network place, okay, which is specifically for the supplier related stuff that will come in picture. If we will be making any kind of an bidder agreement, so we have to make the different types of an bidding agreement, and we will be sending the data to the bidders. That point of time, what we used to do is we will make the changes in the branding settings. So these are all the customization settings. like user manager settings as well as customization settings. These things will be carried out by you people. And even when you are going for the, but ideally in the practice real, if you had done this, please reverse it back immediately, because this would impact other users as well. So remember one thing, whatever activities you people were doing as a part of customization, all of those activities you have to remove immediately, because it would impact all other users, it would impact the entire ecosystem. So it is not expected that you should do this. Okay, so now I would just go through this customization management, what we can do via customization management. I hope you guys are clear with this. So these are the activities like user manager activity, customization manager activity. These activities are performed by you only. After completing this lesson, you can be able to do overview of the system configuration and the field configuration, some of the methods to change the way the system behaves, how the branding settings will work out. So I have just shown you, like instead of HCIL Ariba spend management system, I just have to make it as a Ariba spend management system. So these are nothing but the branding settings. What does this mean? Branding setting means I have to change the brand, I have to change the logo, I have to make some changes in the Ariba spend management portal that I can be able to do via this. Okay, so this is nothing but the customization manager. So in the customization manager is an area of the Ariba administrator menu that contains the several tasks to carry out the customization parameters. So first one is the parameter, the second one is the branding setting. So in the branding setting we have the bidder agreement, supplier welcome message, browser title. So I have just shown you how to change the browser title, customer service message and company logo as well. So even you can be able to change the custom company logo. So the Honda logo which we are just showing it to you, that thing also you can be able to change. How to change this? This is very simple. Just drag and drop, nothing else. Okay, so it is just a drag and drop activity which you have to do. Okay, then if you want to carry out any kind of field configuration, remember that in SAP Ariba, addition of the new field is not done by the functional consultant, or we can't do it. If you want to do the field configuration, then you have to carry out this via Ariba system itself, because we even are not authorized to carry out the field config activities. Okay, so even we are not supposed to carry out the field configuration activities. And then there is one thing called as an enumerations. So we will talk all about these three things, because those are the important things which you should work upon. So customization manager will allow the administrator to customize the certain aspects of their spend management solution. This will include the collaborative sourcing solution. So what all things we can be able to do? So first is the branding settings. So in these branding settings which I have shown you over here, so if you will check it out, in this case you have browser title, so you can be able to configure the browser title, customer service management and bidder agreement. You can go to the core administration as well. So if you are in the core administration, then over here as well we have one kind of the customization manager. Okay, in this case, if you want to make any changes into the system, you can be able to carry out via this. Now this site, whatever site I have, I'm just showing it to you, which is of the Honda site. There are few limitations over here in the customization. I will show you one more site, one more realm, where how all different types of customizations can be performed. Okay, so just take one simple example of an Amdan. So again, it is based on how many type of the accesses you have. So always remember that when you people are working on the customization manager tab, these are the very crucial tabs. So make sure to follow the AR710, the book which I was showing to you. Always try to follow the standard settings. Every time whenever you are carrying out the request, you should follow the standard customization settings. So you go to the customization manager. So over here you can see that in the customization manager there are three things which we have over here. First one is the branding settings, then approval process workflow table, and we have these enumerations where we can be able to make the changes in the specific contract file. Okay, so just take one simple example, I will show it to you. So this will include the bidder agreement. Okay, and now this is very important part, which is nothing but the enumerations. What exactly does that mean? Where to see these enumerations? Manage, administration, and customization manager. In these you have the enumeration part. Okay, so in this enumeration, if you will see this, we simply have some custom fields you create, maybe a text response that will have a list of choices to select from. The values available for selection are controlled by the enumeration list, which can be managed by users with customer administrator permission. So what does this represent? So this represents that now whenever I am selecting the contract, that point of time what I was doing, I was selecting the WK, MK, LP, LPA. These are the three values which I was selecting. When I am selecting the document type, I am selecting the contract, purchasing info record, or scheduling agreement. When I am selecting the document category, okay, and when I'm selecting the document type, purchase order and contract. So if these changes has to be carried out, what I need to do is I need to import. So first thing, you have to export one file over here. So in this way, so in Ariba, in each and every case, whatever activities you are performing for, you need to do the similar steps. There are no changes in these steps. Everywhere you have to carry out the same activity, export and then import. So how many values it has? It has MK, WK, LP, LPA. So if I want to add as an IP, so we can be able to add these via enumeration settings. So you know MK stands for the quantity contract and WK stands for the value contract. In the same way, LP stands for LP stands for normal scheduling agreement, and LPA. So there are two types of an agreement. First one is the outline agreement, okay, and the second one stands for the other agreement. Okay, so there are two types of an agreements we have. So what we will be doing is we will be having the different types of agreements which we can be able to insert over here. So for each and everything, whatever kind of things we do have, what I am doing is I am simply adding up the different values into the field, and that is something we call it as an enumerations. Okay, so whenever we will be having the enumerations, what we used to do, we will be having different kind of the lists, and we can be able to add it over there. You might be remembering, once we are selecting the fields, external fields, okay, that point of time we can be able to add easily all the different types of an enumerations. So just take one simple example. Whenever we do have the enumerations, what we will be doing is, you might be remembering, when you are creating the contract request, that point of time external system configuration email you have received. So this external system configuration email, in that email, if you will see this, there are two values which we can be able to import over there. So those two values are nothing but the enumerations. So even I will show you how do exactly we can be able to add those enumerations in the custom fields. Now field configuration. While customers will not have access to this part of the site, as SAP Ariba is responsible. So I said you, one of the people had asked me, the way like we used to add the custom field in SAP ECC system, can we do the same in SAP Ariba as well? Answer to this is no. We couldn't be able to add the field into the SAP Ariba. We can't add the field into SAP Ariba. You can read this. While customers will not have access to this part of the site, as the SAP Ariba is responsible for creating and maintaining fields within your SAP Ariba spend management suite, there is a information that is helpful to know when looking to create the customer header fields. This module will provide helpful information to request the creation of the new fields. So as I said you, this field configuration, even though you want to do this, you will not be allowed to carry out the field configuration activities. Next is what? Rule editor, approvable rule files, then default user, then notification preferences. Okay, those all things are not applicable whenever we will be carrying out the collaborative sourcing. Okay, so now we will just see first part, how exactly we can be able to allow the enumerations part Okay, so in the branding settings which I talked about, you can be able to change the browser title, and I have shown you how to change the browser title. Ariba allows you to provide the custom branding messages to your buyers and the suppliers. So you can modify the browser title over this. Then customer service message. So if you wanted to make any changes to the message which we are supplying to the customer or supplier, you can be able to maintain. Supplier welcome message when they log in to the supplier homepage. It means that whenever supplier will be logging in with their Ariba network ID, which you have created already, that stuff they can be able to see via this supplier homepage. Okay, then bidder agreement, supplier welcome message, browser title, customer service message. So all these are nothing but the customization settings, and this these are nothing but the, in simple words, as I said you, these are nothing but the customization settings which we will be carrying out. So it is just a superficial level activities which we will be performing. So are these completely required? No. Few times, few people might need it. That point of time, we can be able to do this. Now, you might have one question. If I want to add this customer logo, okay, so how can I be able to do so? So in case of this customer logo, what can be done and how we can be able to do so? Branding setting. So this is also the part of the branding setting itself. So service manager will provide access to the manage brand tab to configure a customer's logo to be visible for the different color schemes within SAP Ariba. Customer logos can be updated by SAP Ariba as long as the images meets a specific requirement. So now you just take one simple example. So if you want to upload the customer logos, like the way like we have uploaded the Honda logo, the customer logos need to be uploaded in both administration and core administration, which appears at the top left corner. So where it can be appeared top left corner, but do we have the access to this? No. So remember these two things. Even like this is a part of the certification question as well. This SAP logo, can we be able to change over here the SAP logo? No. Why can't we change it? Because this is again in the hand of an SAP Ariba. Ariba is the, as I said you, Ariba is the cloud-based solution. In this cloud-based solution, making the changes to the system to the extent of the possibility is not possible. Why? Because if Ariba is giving such rights, then it would create the problem to all other customers who are using the SAP Ariba system. So two things I told you: customer logo, you can't do so. Service manager should provide access to the manage brand tab. So do we have the access now to the manage brand? No, we don't have an access. So that's the reason we can't be able to change this logo. So if you want to change this logo, then you are supposed to have the access to this manage brand tab. Is it clear? So this is one thing. Now field configuration. So what exactly does this field configuration means to be, and how to add this specific field configuration? This is very important part. So header fields can be used to search and report on the project information. SAP Ariba can provide only standard fields, and if you want to add the custom fields, there we need the permission, which is not allowed by you. See, this is a very important point. Custom fields are created and maintained by SAP Ariba only. and this can be created during deployment and after the deployment. It means that whenever you are doing the deployment activity, that point of time itself, you can be able to add this custom field. So what exactly does the custom field means to be? If you want to add any new fields, that is nothing but the custom field. So depending upon your solution the company has purchased, there are limits to the number and types of the custom fields that can be configured. So even it is based on the cost or total money which you are paying to the customer. On the basis of that as well, the custom field configuration is dependent upon. Okay, so 99% of times, is it allowed to put the customization or custom things? No. Okay, so what you have to do is, if any custom fields need to be added, you have to connect to the designated support contact. So you will have one S user ID and you need to go over here in the help.ariba.com, and here you have to contact. So even if I am contacting with my ID, they will not respond for this. This designated admin support ID is associated for each and every contract, and accordingly this can be added.
Amit,
Okay, yes.
is there in a Honda, whatever the project we have, can we
Hmm.
can you show any one of the custom field is available in this?
No, custom field is not available.
Total whatever the realm in
Can
that.
see in any realm you can't add the custom. That is what it is saying you, right? See, you can see this. Custom fields are created and maintained by SAP Ariba. 99.9% no custom fields are allowed. Very extreme case, like if you are the client like Walmart, that point of time they will allow you. See, in this case, designated support contact should contact the support person if you want to add any custom field. The way like we used to add in our SAP ECC system, we can't be able to make these changes. So in the custom field, even though you wanted to make the changes, okay, this will be done by the completely Ariba system itself. See, you can see this creation of custom field as well as other limitations are discussed with the deployment team and the SAP Ariba configuration lead during deployment using the custom header field data collection template. So means if you will be asked, can we have the custom fields in SAP Ariba? So I would say don't go with it, or you suggest the client that custom field configuration is not possible in SAP Ariba and we couldn't be able to do the custom field configuration. Actually, but now if you are saying that no, I have to do the custom field configuration, how to do this? So but see, there are n number of, as I said you, there are n number of things to learn, but why to learn those things which purview only 1% of part, right? And if you extremely in any case, if the client will expect that no, I want to add the custom field itself, then just go through these 4 pages, you can be able to make the things. So in the Ariba is majorly on the configuration side, it is not on the coding side. So you might say like, if I want to add the custom field, I need a ABAPer and all that stuff. No, this will not happen. Okay, but now these enumerations, see, these enumerations is something which you can be able to do, so that I will show you. An enumeration file contains the list of the values for a particular field. Okay, so what happens over here, one file. So if you will see this document category, so in this document category, if we have for the contract integration dot document category, so all the Ariba field description is like this. Ariba contract integration document category, Ariba sourcing integration category, like this. Okay, so these files are loaded by SAP Ariba during the deployment of your team, but you can be able to update it. So this is customizable. Updates can be made using the enumerations page within customization manager. So where I have to go? I have to go in the customization manager, and then I need to go into the enumerations part. Okay, so who will have this access? Designated user need to be added to the customization manager admin group. So I talked about the different types of an user groups, right? There are different types of an user groups we have. In those user groups, there is one specific group, that is a customization administrator group. So this customization administrator group can able to do the enumeration. While updating the enumeration, you can modify and display value, and you can add the new label will be applied to the old and the new projects as well. So how to do this? Now, how we can be able to carry out this activity? So using the export to Excel or export to CSV buttons are helpful when you would like to reference all of the current values within each enumeration list. But while editing the enumeration list, it is recommended to work with Excel file, as it is only add oblique modify data that is in the file, whereas the CSV import operation is to remove anything that is not in the file. So now what I did is I simply downloaded this enumeration file, which talks about the contract integration document category, MK, WK, LP, and LPA. So what I have to do is I will just to show you this part over here. If I will be going to the sourcing tab while creating the sourcing project, just to take one sourcing project. When I am creating any kind of the sourcing project, if you will see over here, you have this document category, MK, WK, and NB. Okay, so these three values are available. So which is this field? This one. And document type, purchase order and contract. So we have purchase order as well as contract over here. Okay,
But
so you just
Amit,
go.
these WK quantity contract value contract document types LP, LPA outline agreement all are from those are standard SAP document types. You
No,
are
no,
talking.
no, no. See, actually, listen this. I have done the SAP integration. That's the reason I have added. Instead of MKWK, if my customization do have the custom purchase order, instead of NB, I have ZNB2. We can have it, right?
That if you have integrated with S4HANA, no?
Correct. Absolutely right.
And how can you change the logo? Also, logo Honda, not SAP
Yeah.
Honda.
So as I have shown you, to change the logo, you should have the special setting, special access from Ariba administrator. What you need to have is, you need to have the special access from Ariba administrator, where you can be able to make the changes into the system. So even that is not being allowed to be carried out by you. Who will do this? This is again will be carried out by the customization manager itself,
No,
because
actually the Kidia project Honda that is
that will do
normally you have
this.
developed, no? Not a,
No,
this
no.
is an SAP.
Yeah, see, we have developed. You are right. But logo addition, these things we can't do. Even though we want to do these things now, we are not allowed to carry out those activities. because see what is happening is this will create the it would degrade the value of SAP Ariba. What it will do is it will degrade the value of SAP Ariba. That's the
Lot of people
reason.
will change.
What?
Lot of people will change that logo. That's why.
Correct, absolutely. And then, like, just take an example. Then how the SAP Ariba will get sold out. So the people, users like us, should know what exactly does the SAP Ariba means to be, right? So in that case, during that point of time, the people should know this, which is the solution which is being updated and used by the people, right? That is the reason what we will be doing is we can't be able to make the changes into the system, right? So this is the most important. Now just to take one simple example over here in my Ariba procurement site, we have MK, WK, NB, and I want to add UB, that is a stock transport order as well. How I will add it, what I should do, or just take an example. Okay, what I should do is I should add one more file over here, and the same thing is applicable everywhere. You go to the downloads tab, take this file. So what you will do is you will export the file, and once you have exported that file, you can simply add the value over here. UB, instead of UB, if you will add ZUB as well, just a control save, go, and then import this. So currently if you have UB as the data over there, you can see the ZUB as the data. So whatever file you have been updated, you can see over here the standard purchase order and UB, which I have added into the system.
So what is that RFX function is used in that, no? CSV file?
Yeah, that is nothing but the simple CSV file which we have.
No, in CSV file, we have the middle part, no? One of the connection. Can you open the CSV file?
No, I can't get your point, what you are trying to ask me.
Okay, if you open the CSV file, I will ask.
Okay. Okay, so this middle value, display value.
Yeah, middle value.
Okay, see, these values are nothing but the these are the standard values. Okay, so we can't be able to make any changes into this.
No, what is that actually? Make the sourcing RFX.
These are nothing but the standard what I would say, you can see this, right? Sourcing RFX EXT NB document category label. So this is just a simple way, one kind of the label category we will be using.
At
So
the
what
rate
we
is
have to
available.
do, uh,
At the rate of
no, this is a standard. Even though I want to make the changes into it now, I can't be able to make it. What I have to do is, if you will see the standard functionality, I will just to show you the standard functionality as well. Okay, in case of the standard functionality as well, this would always remain same. Even though we want to make the changes as a standard functionality, I can't be able to make it up. I will just to show it to you. So this is my standard SAP Ariba. Okay, so what you can see over here, enumerations files are initially loaded by SAP, then designated user. When updating the enumeration, you can modify and display the value and the new label will be applied to the old and the new project. But remember that this will happen only during the deployment phase. Okay, so how to carry out these activities? So you make the best practice export current remuneration to Excel. So what is the best practice? So you asked me, right? What is that field? So that is some technical Ariba name. So it is also best practice to export the current enumeration to the Excel prior to making any modification using the export to Excel button. Save that export file as a backup. So if the enumerations accidentally removed while updating value, you can use the backup file to restore the same values again. So how to add the new entries? Adding the new entries in the alphabetical order. Make modifications to the existing entries, what display values you have to do. Delete the entries, do not remove any value if it is still used in the existing project. If you modify or delete an existing value which has used in the old project, the value of the field in those old projects will remain same, but as the old value no longer exists, nothing will be displayed in the UI for those projects. So if I am deleting something, save the file with the changes and then simply import this. So the way like I have done, what I did is I have just saved the file. Okay, and once I did the saving of the file, then I have added the new file. Okay, so with the help of this, what we can do is simply with the enumerations part, we can be able to add the existing enumerations. We can be able to make the changes in the enumerations. We can add the export, we can do the export of the values, and this will prevent any kind of an possibility to make the changes in the existing file. So what does exactly that represent? So this simply represents that whatever displays you want to make into the system, okay, it is possible to display those parts whenever you want to make any changes over there. So if you want to add few things into the system, or you want to make the changes into the existing one, what I will be doing is I will be simply adding the remunerations over there, and as per that remunerations we can be able to make the changes into the system. So what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to make the changes, we will add the values over there, and accordingly we can be able to change this data as per the requirement. So whenever we will
But
add these translations, yes.
but that enumerations file has to be available, no?
So that file, yeah, perfect. That is the best question. So what, even though you don't have the data, na, that file will be available every time. Whatever activity you will do, that file will be available every time.
But
So
if the deployment is not done, it is a new system, it will be not available, no?
no. In the new system as well, it will be available.
Because in the new
It will,
system,
no, hold on. In the new system, there would not be any new values available. I agree. But in the new system as well, the file will be available. Values will not be there. But this is not only applicable for this thing. You go for each and everything, the same thing is applicable.
but how the linking up mapping will be done? Because this is already you have done with LP, LPA, NB, that is standard purchase order, UB, stock transport order, everything is available and you have used now. That
Correct.
file is available, but that document types and all are you have shown the AN, LP, LPA, these all are document types. So these
Correct.
document types will not be available, no, actually, because that it is already available in you, but in standard it will be not available. Then now,
No, see, yeah, so in the standard file, it would not be available. I agree with you. Okay, but what you need to do is you have to do the simple thing whenever you are adding any standard file over there. Okay, if you want to add any standard file, okay, that point of time I need to add the different type of the data. This data would not remain same. In the standard, if you want to add the different kind of the data, just take an example. You were talking about the what you will be talking. You want to add the scheduling agreement over there. Okay, what you want to add? You want to
that is
add the
already available, no, scheduling LPA.
no. See, this is not available for the contract. If you will see this will not be available for the contract. This will be available for what? This will be available for the different document categories. So during this time, if you want to add it over there, then what you will do? You will simply add the different kind of the data into this, which will make the changes in your file. Are you getting my point? So one simple thing to understand over here, I could understand your point, but if you want to add the changes, you have to make the changes into the existing file itself. You can't be able to download or upload your own file, and you can't be able to make the changes in the new file. Everywhere it is not only applicable for this space. You go to each and every space, either it is the master data or it is the transaction data, you will have the same kind of the filter. Okay,
Means, can you add the LPA for the contract?
yes, you can add it. So if you want to add the LPA for the contract, even that is possible to add it.
I think it will be there, no, already LP is scheduling agreement is there. Outline agreement is LP and scheduling agreement is LPA, no? So that's why I'm asking. LPA is already available. So it is available, no?
Yes, see, that doesn't matter. See, for what it is available. Okay, I will just show you. Now just take one example for which it is available over here. You just take one example. You just go through it, then you will understand this part. Can you read those?
Which one?
This one.
WK, that one? Yeah, document category and document types. That's one, no? You are asking. So
So in this
already the
case,
values are
LP
value
no,
contract.
hold on. LP and LPA are available for what?
For document category.
Document category, but which document category?
That is for agreement, no? Scheduling agreement. Outline and scheduling agreement.
Okay. So is it available for the sourcing? So if you will go to the sourcing part, you can't be able to see this. That is what I was trying to tell you.
Okay.
Right. So if you will,
But here the one question: sourcing does not contain that agreement type, no? Because sourcing here we
yeah, now you are right. See, I
no
don't care. I don't care either the
because
agreement type is available or not.
okay,
What I
sourcing
care,
is this is for the contracts, no? These documents is used for contracts.
correct.
So how
No,
can
but
it be?
see,
How can it will be used for the sourcing? Because purchase order NB
oh, no.
cannot be used for
Yes,
the
yes. See,
contract,
see,
no?
see, see. This is you know it. As you are an consultant. But just take an example. If you are the Ariba consultant, then what will happen? You don't know what exactly does the LP and LPA means to be.
Hmm.
As you are an consultant, you know that LP means this and LPA means this. But instead of that, if you are an Ariba consultant, what you will do?
We will add
What you will add?
as per the requirement.
Correct. So don't go with this LP and LPA. These are the added values.
Hmm.
Are you getting my point? So these values are the added values. These are not the existing values. These all are the added values. Correct?
Yes.
So as all of these are the added values in the system. So what I am doing is, if I want to add any new value, I can simply add the same value over there. Is it clear to you? I don't think so you understood this part. But see, what I was trying to tell you over here is, if you want to add the new values over here, you can be able to add in that Excel file. Now you might have a question, how this Excel file will allow me to add these values. Is it allowed to add into that specific value? Okay, is it allowed to add into that specific value? So yes, it is allowed, but how it would be allowed for you to get those values to be added inside this? Okay, what you will do to get these values to be added in this? So in simple words, what you are doing is, you will be adding the new same kind of the value in that Excel file which I have shown to you, and that value itself will be able to carry out the required transactions. Correct?
Yes.
So what I was can you repeat what I told you? Can you repeat what I told you?
It is actually I think uh, whatever you told you that uh, for the sourcing also you can add the LP and LPA. Is right?
Yes.
Hmm?
See, I am not saying you can add LP and LPA.
No,
If
no.
you want, you can add it. But now
Yeah.
leave about LP. No. See, hold on. Leave about LP and LP. Okay. Leave about the LP and LPA part. Instead of that, just take one simple example. Instead of LP and LPA, you have the ZLS. You can have the custom document types, right?
Hmm.
You can have it,
ZNB.
right?
Hmm.
So if you have the different document type, correct? So
But
just take one simple example. If you
but
have the different type of the
but it
document,
but
hmm,
but it defines the way of the procurement. No, the procurement will be changed because document type defines the procurement way of the procurement. If you change the way of the procurement, the complete scenario will be changed. Is it right?
absolutely right. I agree with you. But that is not my concern. Why? What I want to do over here, in simple words, I want to update the values over here, right?
Hmm.
So to update those values, I will be using this enumeration function.
Hmm.
I'm not doing anything else.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So in simple words, what I would be doing is I will be making the changes in the display values.
Now you have added the UB, no? UB is a stock
Hmm.
transport order. That will follow
Correct.
the same, no? Or it will change because
No,
just
it will follow the same UB itself.
supplying plant and we will have the receiving plant,
No,
everything will be.
That would not come at all.
Because UB defines the main that is only, no?
Yeah, see, but functionality is not changing. Only things are changing.
But what if the functionality is not changing, then what is the requirement?
Okay, so we will be having the pick list, right?
Hmm.
You know the pick list transformation. So that kind of an pick list we will be adding. See, this is just the front end transformation which we will be carrying out over here.
Where pick list transformation? Selecting, huh?
Ha, I have shown you na when you are adding one kind of an pick list. So this pick list can be added. So like we have
No,
three options now. In the sourcing, if you will go to the sourcing project, you have three options to select, right?
uh, yes. Yeah.
Correct.
Uh,
So this will be done by you people. Have you got my point now?
yeah, we got the point, but the functionality will not be changed. You are saying no. Then
See,
the requirement.
functionality, see, hold on. How the
If the
functionality will change? Because
if
we
the
are
client
selecting.
if the
No, no,
client
no, no.
want no.
Huh?
Y- For 1 minute, I will ask. Then you can. If the client
Hmm.
wants the stock transport order or anything like that for this Ariba, can you make that
No,
functionality in the Ariba?
you can't make the stock transport order in Ariba.
No,
Like if you
not
want
start.
this,
Mm,
okay, if you want a stock transport order, you can't be able to make it over here like this. Okay, but
mm,
whatever order we have made in SAP Ariba with a different vendor, which is of the same company, when I am selecting that specific company itself, okay, from one company to another company, and the company is of the same party.
mm.
Okay, are you getting my point?
Mm.
I am just using this as a reference. Now take an example. Instead of SAP, Oracle is inserted. So Oracle don't have LP, LPA such naming convention.
Mm. Yeah.
Correct? Okay. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Chalo then. Thanks for the day. We'll close for the day.
Or one more question. Can we add that you are showing the document type purchase order is for F, no?
Yes.
And ME31K, ME31L, that is the type you are showing, no?
Correct.
Yeah, I, if you take the invoice in downstream,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
mm,
For everything. Everything. Each and everything you can be able to do so.
in invoice in downstream, we can change that what transaction code also.
Yeah, you can be able to make it.
That here you can make the functionality here, right? In invoice,
Yes.
that is downstream.
No. See, this invoice functionality here we can't add it. There will be
Mm.
the invoice remunerations which will be available. Okay. And there you can be able to add this invoice remuneration file.
These innovations are based on what? Only for procurement.
This is only for procurement. Yes.
Okay. Only for
This enumeration, yes, this enumeration is for the contract and the sourcing because it is a part of an upstream, right?
instead of LPA, can we add ZPA if we made changes in S4HANA?
Yes. Correct. Now you understood the point. Instead of LPA, if you want to have the ZPA, yes, you can have it.
If that configuration made in S4HANA, then we can make it here, no?
Correct. In S4HANA, if you will be making that configuration, then the same configuration you can be able to make it over here as well.
It will be reflect here.
Correct.
That's that. That
Not
I am asking.
reflect. We have to add this as this.
One of the thing you are showing about the pick list, no? The pick list means whatever the sourcing we are doing, that is whatever we are selecting the document type, that is a pick list you are showing. That is a pick
Correct.
list.
Correct. So if we have one of the pick list and you want to add that specific pick list, so the same way like you now you understood best. What answer you have given to me is one answer. You just have given me one answer.
Yeah.
What is that? Instead of LPA, I want to do the MPA. Can I do so?
Mm.
So yes, you can be able to do so. And to do this, you just have to edit in the Excel file.
Okay, that configuration has to be changed in the S4HANA also.
Ah, correct.
Then
No,
here
that
it will
see,
be reflect.
but if in S4 HANA you have to do this, can we be able to do it via this path? No, right?
No, no, this part. No, no.
So from where you will do this?
Mm.
This has to be done in the S4 HANA only, correct?
Yes, yes.
So that
Yeah,
is the thing.
mm.
So if you want to do these configurations in S4 HANA, then you will be doing it in the S4 itself. If you
Mm.
want to carry out those configuration in then you can be able to do those changes in the SAP as simple as like that, right?
But
So you can't be uh,
we are connecting and we are using here, no?
yes,
That is the thing, no? Mean because
yeah,
all of the documentations, all of the things you have taken, it is of not Ariba, it is of only, no? Is it right?
yeah, but now we have implemented so we took an instead of
Yes,
if we have implemented the Ariba integration, then what you will do? Sorry, Oracle integration.
Oracle, we have to go.
Correct. This is what I want to talk about to you.
Mm.
So if you are using the Oracle, then you will use the Oracle part, right? But now you are not using the Oracle, right?
We are using S4
So instead of
integrated with. Can you show it once again that S4 connectivity with Ariba? Which part that has to be done?
that you just go through the yesterday's recording. Yesterday
That
we had talked about the same part, right?
it has shown the error, no? Somehow,
No. What error was there?
you have tried two, 3 times that.
No, that is that IP address is not customizable, right?
IP is not customizable and it was shown the error also.
Correct. Yes.
No, that's why I'm asking. It has shown the error
Yeah.
because we are not having the S4HANA. That's why I'm asking you. If
Yeah.
you
So
show
yes,
it
for HANA
once,
is not there for sure. Yes.
if you show it once, it will be
Okay.
because
Okay.
that is the
Tomorrow
main
class I will
thing.
show it to you. Okay. So
Okay, okay,
tomorrow's
okay.
class. Okay. Okay. Chalo then. Thank you.
Now, next, what are the topics you will cover?
Hello, Amit.
Upstream and
Bo-
downstream.
Upstream is completely done. We will be covering the downstream part: PR, PO, and invoice.
Invoice reconciliation, credit memo, debit
Correct.
memo,
Yes.
and
Amit,
different type
Amit,
procurements also.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Jaro.
are we done for today? Because I just joined some time back.
Yeah, actually we
Or
had
not?
started at 8 p.m. only. Probably you might not have received, I don't know, but we have
I
started at
didn't
8 p.m.
receive.
Okay, I don't know, like Subbu by
Normally
mistake.
Subbu will intimate, but yeah,
Hmm.
all right.
Okay. How
But
is
if you
the
happen
things
to
going
talk to
on,
him, could you
Jaro?
please remind him?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will
as
talk.
usual. You know,
All
right?
good.
As usual,
Yeah.
multiple deliveries,
Okay. So are
projects.
you working in Ariba right now, or how come?
No, to delivering 2 projects on ACC, not on Ariba.
Okay. That's good. Okay. 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 Chalo then. Thank you.
How is your health, Amit?
Yeah. Good. Thank you.
It's recovering
Yeah. It's quite good now.
from last 2 to 3 days. You are getting recovering, no?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
It is getting good now.
okay.
Due to your
Thank you.
blessings. I think so it is happening due to your blessings only.
No. God blessings will be there because we all are the children of the God.
Your blessings are more important than God blessing. I think so now. Hmm? What do you think?
God is important, no, for everything. If you
Yeah, God is important, but you are God only, na.
God is not for me and you. Them.
I think you are bigger than God itself.
No. How can you say that I am bigger than God? Nobody
Are,
can
you
say
have a
that.
superpower. You have a
No.
superpower. Your
You
superpower will
have the
come out.
superpower because you are the complete what we can call Ariba
Hmm.
creator, Ariba.
No, man. You know more than me. You know
No.
Ariba more.
Ariba,
You
I am learning from you. How can I know more than you?
No, but you are now better than me. I know it. I came to know that part. You ask anyone in the class who knows better than me.
No. Aisha is better. I know Aisha. Aisha is she's not attending or attending. I don't know, but she's very talented.
No, but everyone says you are the most talented guy over here.
No.
Ask everyone.
I I don't know that. I think Subbu is the most talented guy. Bhagwan.
Hmm. Okay.
चलो ठीक है,
ओके चलो
चलो
बाय।
बाय।